Welcome back. Here we're looking at finding the first 5 terms of the following sequence. So notice with the following sequence, they are giving us a nice formula. A sub n equals -1 to the nth power times n squared. And if they would like the first 5 terms, pretty much all we're looking for is just plugging in for n equals 1, n equals 2, 3, 4, and 5, and we will get the value of the first 5 terms. So we'll start off. If n equals 1, we would have a sub 1 equals -1 to the first power multiplied by 1 squared. So all we want to do is simplify this. I'm going to take it a little bit slower. I know we could probably multiply. We see a lot of ones. -1 to the first power is still -1. You want to multiply it by 1 squared. That's another 1. So the first term of this sequence is actually -1. Moving on, we just go to n equals 2. I'll make that look a little bit more like an n. So this would be a sub 2, the second term of the sequence, is equal to -1 squared, that's n equals 2, multiplied by 2 squared. So if we have this, this will leave us with -1 times -1 gives us a +1. 2 squared is 4. We now have 4 for the value of our second term. Move forward, let's go with n equals 3. A sub 3, that's the value of the the value of the third term. We will look at plugging in -1 to the third power multiplied by 3 squared. So remember, when you take a negative number to an odd power, we're going to have -1. 3 squared is 9. So the value of our third term, a sub 3, is equal to -9. Let's move to a sub 4. So that will be n equals 4. A sub 4 equals -1 to the fourth power multiplied by 4 squared. And I'll write that 4 a little nicer. There we go. Now we have a negative number taken to an even power, so we have +1 multiplied by 16 gives us the value of the fourth term, a sub 4. Now looking at the fifth term, n equals 5, we have a sub 5 equals -1 to the fifth power multiplied by 5 squared. So -1 to the fifth power is going to be -1. 5 squared is 25. The value of the fifth term is -25. So we have circled the value of all the terms. A lot of times they may ask you to list this in terms of a sequence. So you can say the first 5 terms are, go in order, -1, +4, -9, +16, and -25. And so that kind of sums everything up at the end. And just kind of notice the terms, really they alternate signs as you go from term to term. Negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. And kind of a little bit of a pattern recognition maybe for your future math classes. That really has to do with taking a negative number to the nth power. So when you change the value of n, that affects it. So that's kind of the nicest way. If you need help on this, usually you can do this by hand. If you find the first 5 terms, the first 6 terms, 7 terms, But it tends to get a little more tedious when you want to find more terms, like the first 20 terms. Yes, we can take the time and multiply by hand, but you're going to see maybe in the next example, we'll show you a shortcut. I'll see you then.